Hey there, I'm Gabe and I'm Elevated Daily. Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to go ahead and review Walking Dead City. This is a new one for us. I'm ready to go ahead and start this review. Very excited about this series. Was waiting for it for quite some time. You have Maggie, Glenn's spouse, and then you have Negan, the guy who killed her spouse. And not just killed him, but brutally. So the fact that they're even together, working together somehow, I have to know the reason why and see where it's leading. I know there's going to be a little bit of a tension, definitely some awkwardness, maybe some betrayal along the way. So let's go ahead and watch that and see where it's going. If you like what you're seeing, like, subscribe, and comment. Please go ahead and just drop us a little tidbit and let us know how we're doing. If there's anything we can do better, anything you'd like us to review. We first start off, we see Maggie, and she's definitely, a little browbeaten, it looks like. Definitely alone, going solo, kind of barely hanging in there. It looks like she's been through the ringer even more so than previously. And you see this zombie coming up, and she is like, "No, not today, bro. I'm not having this. I am in a bad way." And she unloads on this thing, just smashes the hell out of it. Just so we definitely see, Maggie's been needing some stress relief. Watching some James Bond as she goes through the bar and has an altercation. And in order to get out of this, she has this knife that comes out of her boot, James Bond style. So, Maggie is definitely able to hold her own. She's definitely not this, weak one going around. So the fact that she needs help from Negan, definitely going to have to be a reason for that. And after she escapes the clutches of, the bar, she goes ahead and chasing after Negan. And she sees that he's with a kid, and, she corners him and hops out and knife to the throat each of them, and they're like, "What the hell? How you doing, Maggie? We're old friends." And she's definitely got that resentment towards him, and she looks at him and she just sees this pile, you know, and it's messed up because he's obviously got his own thing going on. I think last we left, he had a family, kid, I think even, and now he's got this girl that he's looking after. Maggie's gonna have to go ahead and kind of ease up a little bit if she's going to need some assistance. But we see that he also needs some help. So I'll help you if you get somebody to help watch this little girl. And I like that. There's like this give and take with them. There's definitely no love lost between them, but constant head ramming. This is good stuff. This is what TV's missing: actual story and characters that we love and we know, or even don't know, but get to know. And we got this new marshal that looks like he's chasing after Negan because, Negan's a bad dude, done some wrong. And him and his posse run into the barkeep and, start asking her questions and start interrogating her. And we definitely see he's not a cool cat, gets what he needs from her and then discards her to the zombies because she helped Negan a little bit. I mean, kind of a douche move, bro. I don't understand those types of people, but he tells his posse, I didn't enjoy that. Obviously, it looks like he did a little bit, but it had to be done. Did it really? And then you get that flashback of Negan and Glenn and Maggie, and you remember what a monster he is, dude. The things that he did psychologically to them, bashing in Glenn's head like that wasn't right. And we wake up with Maggie and we legit remember again why Negan is the dude that we don't really like. But we kind of do, but we don't because he killed Glenn. So Maggie and Negan have this thing going on, and when they come across this ranger and do a little battle with him, and out of the three walk out on top for the time being, they got one of his folk. So they kidnap him. They got to use him, and crossing the river or crossing the bay, and he gets kind of done with this dude. He doesn't feel like a babysitter, and he wants to discard a dude. And Maggie's like, no, we're not about that. And he's like, there's no good or bad, right or wrong in this situation anymore, Maggie. We're just trying to survive, and she's still just not having it. And, he points out to her, you keep shitting all over me, Maggie, and constantly, but throughout all this, how many dads have you killed? How many parents have you killed? And then she kind of thinks about it for a second and tells him it's unforgivable. And, they're off, and then they're going through New York. And now that they're there, they see just the destruction and the true damage that's going on. And they realize that, dude, the streets are littered. It was abandoned for a reason. When they come across that group of zombies and they have to hide behind all those cars and they got just those roaches crawling all over them in that pile of trash. That is gross. That is so disgusting. And the fact that Jeffrey Dean Morgan was telling them apparently to, let them crawl in his mouth and stuff. Oh, bro, that's why you're an actor and you get paid bucks, man. I don't think I do that for anything. I just not on Fear Factor. I'm not about to eat bugs. I'm not about protein that way, bro. And then when they finally get up from this trash pile, they run into this, looks like a dry cleaner. Marshall, he definitely, gung ho to get them. Him and his partner, they go ahead and follow, Maggie and Negan into the dry cleaner. And, gung ho Marshall says, wait here. And his partner does, right there by that clear door. And, zombies can obviously see him a little bit pissed trying to get in, and dude's in there chasing Maggie, and Maggie's hiding. Marshall gets them lined up in their sight, sees them, and is about to take the shot. And when he shoots his homie. This rabid Marshall just doesn't understand, maybe bringing them in alive. I mean, I get it. It's Old West again. I guess, we're by those rules again, but shoots his own dude, and he's obviously going to put that in the report that, Negan killed this dude. So this gets, added to Negan's kill list again. Maggie and Negan get away after the Marshal shoots his partner because, rabid dog and all. And when they get away, they get kind of separated, and Maggie gets trapped, by a zombie. And she's going down, and, Negan's debating about it. Should I let her go? He goes back and he saves her. Knifes her in the head. Knifes the zombie in the head, and they're off. And, that's just Negan trying to make up for everything. He's constantly trying to do good because of all the wrong he's done. And who isn't? Some of us have done a little bit more wrong or a little bit less wrong. But we're all trying to make up for it. And, he helps her up. They get away. They escape. And right when the Marshal sees them and he's about to take a shot, his homeboy, who is still standing in front of the glass door where the zombies can see and smell him, just gets pummeled and annihilated. And the Marshal has to go ahead and, make his choice. Am I going to watch my buddy get, eaten, or am I going to let Negan and this widow go? And, he has to obviously let them go. So he goes back to his homie, and nothing really left. So, he's chasing after, Maggie, and Maggie gets the drop on him. And he's, doing his thing. He's about to kill her. She's trying to do her James Bond boot again, get out of there just like she did in the bar, but it is to no avail because, Homeboy's a little bit smarter than Barkeep, and he keeps his distance. He's got the range, he's got the gun on her, and, he's got the distance. And, lo and behold, saved by Negan. And he was debating about it. I like it because he wasn't sure. And then as they go ahead and get through, you could see she still isn't happy with him. Thanks for the assist, but F off. And they're off to their next adventure. And when we go ahead and meet the Croat, this dude's a piece of work. He's obviously kind of, into his little shtick. Got his little accent going on, obviously, into torture. He's kind of relishing the fact that he's in the apocalypse, it looks like, and can see how he went under Negan's wing, and Negan kind of used him back in the day and can see why, and I'm curious to see what led to them separating because, at one point Negan wasn't too nice of a guy either. And I like little Glenn, I'm gonna call him. Little Herschel's, you know, gruff. He's not about to take any shit, any crap from this old man. He's not about to take any crap from this old dude. And gives it to him, tells him, what it is. But you can see, this dude isn't joking either. He's a little got Herschel a little unnerved. And Herschel, even though he is the son of, two stellar heroes in our Walking Dead universe, in the comic book, he's kind of a douche. Feels entitled. I don't have to do this. And I'm curious if they're going to go that route and show us with him if that's who he is. But, Crowad looks like he's going to get it out of him one way or another and kind of find out who he is. Kind of likes him a little bit, but we'll see how far that goes. Obviously, he's kind of, like I said, kind of a douche the way he runs things. You can see he's playing with this dude who's trying to escape, and he cuts the wire because it's New York City, so they're obviously all living like Spider-Man here. Building the building, swinging, or roping or whatever. But dude doesn't make it 28 stories before homeboy cuts the wires and drops. So it's kind of a douche. I'm not really sure where we're gonna go with that, but we're gonna see. He's obviously not too likable, right? All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed our little recap and thoughts on there. And I am really looking forward to this season. I'm curious to where it's going. I was a big fan of The Walking Dead when it first came out, even until it ended. Fear of the Walking Dead, it has its ups and downs, and I haven't been able to get back to that one yet, but we'll see on that. This series, though, I'm definitely looking forward to this and the Norman Reedus Daryl one as well. Negan is one of my favorite characters. He's almost like the Punisher, dude. He's bad for a reason. And I'm hoping they kind of go into that more and show us why. Maggie also, her son, her love for her son has caused her to team up with her mortal enemy, Negan. And that has got to be hard. I mean, just when I forgot why we don't like Negan, because Jeffrey Dean Morgan plays him so well and makes him so likable, that flashback, boom, Glenn getting smashed. Oh, dude, I remember why I don't like you again. That was unexpected but needed. And it keeps that balance of that character because you want to like him. But just like Maggie, you got it in the back of your head. Dude, look what he did to somebody in our family. I'm going to be very interested to see where this goes throughout the season and if one can overcome something like that, because I'm not sure if I'm strong enough to. But we'll go ahead and see where it leads. Looking forward to it. All right, well, crew, let me know what you thought about this review and what you're thinking about our show so far. Let us know what you think about this show, The Walking Dead City, as well. Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, and let us know your feelings. Again, I am Gabe, and I'm Elevated Daily. Stay safe out there and stay elevated.